Yes, we have this question. They say we should find all the possible zeros of this polynomial. So we have a lot of questions there, but I am attempting question 35. So this question 35 is going to give you the basic of how to solve the rest. So when you have this type of polynomial, the first thing you need to do is to equate this polynomial to be equal to 0, because you are finding all the zeros. Okay, so I will just write this should be equal to 0. So I will now find the value of x that is going to make this side to be equal to 0. That's going to make this entire polynomial to be equal to 0. And how do I do that? We use trial and error. Trial and error method. Okay, you look for the what? The factors of 70. And what are the factors? 700. What are the factors of 700? You have negative 700. You have negative 1 multiplied by negative 700. It's going to give you negative 700. Then you have 1 multiplied by negative 700. It's going to give you negative 700. Then you have 2 multiplied by negative 350. It's going to give you negative 700. And so on. So you keep finding it until then you take this one and place it, negative 1, you place it in place of x here. So you have negative 1 by 4 minus negative 1 minus 3, negative 1 by 3 minus 3, negative 1 by 2 minus 75, negative 1 minus 700. So if you put it in your calculator, if it's equal to 0, okay, then you know that your the factor that makes this polynomial to be 0 equals what? Negative 1. But let me just show you the easiest way to do it with your calculator. So I don't know if you can see the calculator this way. So when you're on your calculator, okay, sorry, I've not removed that mode that it was before. So when you're on your calculator, click on mode. You can see a table. Table is 4. Okay, so give me f of x. So I'll now press alpha x power 4 for the first term, then negative 3 alphabet x shift cube, then minus, I hope you can see it, just the same thing, 3 alpha x squared minus 75 alpha x minus 700. Okay, just press equals to. It will now ask you, where did you want your table to start? Did you want to start from 1? I can say, let me start from negative 3. Negative 3 equals to. It now asks me, where do I want to end? I will say 5. So it now say, what step? 1. Then he will now give me the table. So you can see the table. So you'll be scrolling. You look for the value when f of x is 0. So you keep scrolling. So I did not get, okay? So I'll go back to this and press again. I can say 1. Start from 1 and end in 5. Then I'll check again. Okay, it didn't work. So I will also do, sorry, the video is going to be a little bit long. So I'm going to check again. I'll say, okay, start from negative 5. So let's say 5. 1 step. So you can see it's negative 4. Negative 4 is 0. So you can still check. Maybe there are other zeros. But we have that negative 4 will give me 0. So here now, I'll now write, instead of 1, if I put negative 4, negative 4, negative 4, negative 4, I'm going to get 0. So we now say x equals to negative 4. That's our first value. Then how do you get the second value? You use synthetic method. Okay, this synthetic method, you now say negative 4. We have 1, negative 1, negative 3. Sorry. This video is going to be long. Negative 3, negative 75, negative 700. Synthetic method. So you bring down 1. 4 multiplied, negative 4 multiplied by 1 is going to give you negative 4. So negative 4, you write it here. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is going to give you negative 7. Negative 4 times 7 is going to give you 28. Okay? Negative 28, negative 3 plus 28 is going to give us 25. So negative 4 times 25 is going to give us negative 100. Right? So negative 100 and negative 75. Negative 75 plus negative 100 is going to give us negative 175. Then negative 4 multiplied by negative 175. Let me quickly do it with my calculator. 4 times 175 is going to give us positive 700. So our remaining answer is 0. Okay? So from here, remember, since the polynomial is of degree 4, then after our synthetic, it needs to now be of degree 3. X cubed minus 7x squared plus 25x minus 175. So that is our new trinomial. So what do? You can just group. You can group this. So what is common here? X squared is common. You have x minus 7. Then here, what is common? 25. X minus 7. Because 25 times 7 is going to give you 175. So from here you have x squared plus 25 multiplied by what? X minus 7 equals 0. Right? So from here you have x squared plus 25 equals 0. X equals to x squared equals to negative 25. Then you now say x, where you square both sides, goes to be plus or minus negative 25. So x will now be plus or minus 5i for this. Then we also look for 7. So x will now be equals to 7. Right? Because x minus 7 equals 0. So x equals to what? 7. So the possible value, all the zeros of this polynomial is negative 4 plus or minus 5i and 7. So those are the possible values. Okay, I think we got it correct. Yes, so we got it correct. So that is the answer to this question. So the first thing you do is you use calculator to get the factor, the first factor, then you do the rest of the equation. Okay, so the same step, but you don't need to waste your time here much because you're not going to see it in tomorrow's exam.